Hello, true believers. Here's the update on Hero's right ankle injury. It's been 10 days, and I said it's gonna take 1 to 2 weeks for it to heal because it was like between a grade 1 and 2 sprain. It's at a grade 3 because he was still able to walk afterwards. But as you can see, it's been 10 days or 11 days. So it's, I think about 10 or 11 days. So 2 or 3 more days, it'll be 2 weeks. So as you can see, the swelling has gone down, and you can see the veins properly, and you can only see some mild bruise. You can see there's still some bruising over here where he was injured, but he says it's still tender right here in the talocalcaneal joint somewhere. So that looks pretty good right there. So that's the update. So excuse that I haven't vlogged for like the past couple of days. It's just that I've been watching the markets lately, and that's kind of been keeping me preoccupied. Remember how I didn't want to go back to trading because I said it was gambling, but I'm also keeping an eye on opportunities because trading, the concept behind trading. So if you want to compare this to the other foot. So the concept behind trading, so we're just here on the floor. So the concept behind trading, I said, is just gambling. And when you're gambling, there's all these negative outcomes, there's the pros and cons of trading. That for you to make money, somebody has to lose money. Well, I've been tracking the markets, and if there's a situation where there's a crash or a correction or a buying opportunity, especially with this Evergrande and the pandemic and inflation, that if there is a crash, then we get to a point that there's going to be a lot of people losing money or holding the bag. And at that point, it would be an opportunity to start and buy commodities, forex, or whatever it is that went down in value during the correction. And at least at that point, you minimize your risks because you're buying it at a low price. So that's what I've been doing in the past couple of days. And since there isn't really much going on, I could always make more gameplay videos. But when between this pandemic, other than that, there's nothing going on because everything is still locked down. So that's the update. If you're wondering where I have been for like, I think maybe 2 days that I didn't vlog, is number one, we're resting Hero's ankle. Number two, is that I've been kind of monitoring the markets. It went through a small correction yesterday because of the Evergrande crisis in China. What my thoughts about it is that of course, since I'm looking for a buying opportunity to get back in the market to start trading, then yeah, I would want it to cause a correction. But I know there's going to be a lot of people that are invested. But anyway, we don't know what's going to happen in the future. But I just wanted to get everybody an update. So we're going to start walking, and then maybe this weekend we'll start running and he starts shooting again. But I will have to dig up. I used to have my own ankle problems, and I have maybe some old ankle braces you can use. So that's my thoughts on the Evergrande situation. So trading, I mean, you're talking about when it comes to trading, because of the technology now, you can trade on anything, forex and commodities, oil, metals, even cryptocurrency. I've been kind of monitoring and studying. So that's what I've been up to. I haven't really heard from anybody else or anyone else about what to do in this kind of market. I mean, I understand if somebody has a method to their madness that they probably wouldn't share it, and the people who are sharing it, usually those I'm very skeptical of, because this whole trading, and it's all about getting in new, fresh, it's kind of like
the it's one big pyramid scheme. So you always need new investors to support the old investors. And I mean, I don't mind, but I want to be able to jump in at the right time. And the reason why I didn't do it before is because it's stressful. And people always say only invest the money that you can afford to lose. But who the hell has any money that they can afford to lose is usually my comment. Especially in this environment now between this pandemic, inflation, and all this crisis going on. Who can say that I have any X amount of money that they can afford to lose? And the answer is nobody has any money that they can afford to lose. So that's why taking the emotion out of the trading so it won't be gambling is a challenge for me. But if there is a crash, then it's no longer a a gambling situation because the risk has been minimized because you're not buying it at, I mean, for me to get into trading now when prices that are all this frothy yeah, bubble prices, I can understand if it hasn't like gone up hundreds of percent in the past few months or weeks, then I can understand where there would be an opportunity. But right now, all I hear, all I see is just a bubble sentiment, which is not something I want to jump into right now. But anyway, that's the update. As you can see, Hero is healing well. The swelling is gone, just some bruising. Should go back to exercising. We kind of gone steer crazy cabin fever from not being able to exercise, but we'll be able to exercise soon. And we're going to be wearing a brace. That's the update. This is Bill Sony. Thanks for watching. And I'm using the iPad. Let me know if this is clearer versus the Huawei phone. iPad mini.